Hello, this is Sean Wenders, digital coach for the Union County School Districts. I want to work with you on creating Google Sites. So I'm going to click the little tile, and you see there is the options for sites right here, but I like to manage where I want certain things stored. So I'm going to go to my drive, and I'm going to go to one of my favorites folders. And I want to work within my folder on this one. So we'll do a real quick site. And so once I'm in the folder I want to be in, all we have to do is click the new button on the left side. Must have patience with the computer. There it goes. Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides are the default go-to, but if we click more, you'll get more options. And the more add-ons, you can connect more apps, you'll get more options in there. But Google Sites is what I'm going to do now. And so now it's generating a little template for me to fill out to create whatever site I want. So I want to make sure I have this saved right away. I'm just going to do food because it's close to lunchtime for me, and that's what I'm thinking about. And so when I click off that, you'll see it's going to pop in food here. I can add logos and just do a search for a random picture. And of course, pizza. So now I have a little logo that's going to be generated on there. It looks good to me. So I have a little logo to it. That's not a required thing, but this is my lunch page. Okay. Now, let's say I didn't like this little background or didn't like the font size. I can change its positioning. I can change a little bit of the sizing with it. You don't get a lot of features there, but you can alter. You make it a little wider. If I wanted it all to be one line, spread it out. To change the background image, is just right here, change image. I can once again select image. Now, the cool thing about the select image, you have some of these default gallery ones, but if you're just kind of wanting color schemes, if you keep going down, you'll see that there are just colors that you can go with. And it will adjust readability. So if you pick the lighter color, it'll change your text to black. If you have a darker color, it'll change it to white. And sometimes it'll darken your picture to make the white stand out a little bit more. So I can do a text box off on the right side. And this kind of looks like Google Slides, where it just gives you a little thing that you can type any information you want. I can input hyperlinks in there that just dropping the address, and then it'll be a clickable. Same thing, I can change its color schemes. You can do kind of the default stuff. There's not a lot of option on there. I can insert an image. And now it's going to drop it here, but if I want it to be associated, I can literally grab a hold of it and pull it up, and I can put it beside it. And let's say I didn't like the size of it. The reason that's so small is the text box is so large. I can shorten it and then turn around and grab my picture. And make my picture bigger. I can do the same thing with my text as I did with the title thing, where I can make it a little bigger. Now, here's one of the neatest things about Google Sites, I can pull things from my drive. Now, you'll see I can search, and if there's a file I specifically want, I can do a search for it. What I like to do is mess with all my documents a little bit before I start with sites, and then I can just hit this arrow. I can pull up my stars files or my recent, and we'll see I have a document that says today for lunch. What this is going to do for us, and off on the right side, once I've clicked that, there's an option for insert. I don't know if my video picture is going to be blocking that. And it's actually going to embed the document that I have started. Now, the really cool thing about that is if I actually pull up this file, and you see that I don't have Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday filled out. If I go and I edit this document, when I go to preview this, if I hit the I, you'll see Wednesday should automatically update. This is what the website would look like. Hit refresh again, see if I can get that to come up. It might not right away. Sometimes they take a little bit of time between. But what this will do for me is allow me to not have to edit my page all the time, but just edit this document. You'll see now it says Wednesday tacos. I didn't have to re-upload the file. I just had to add to this. Do nachos. And you know what? I'm a fan of pizza. We're doing it twice this week. So I close that. It's going to autosave, and eventually that's going to pop up on here as being there. Now with sites, I can keep adding more and more pages. I can do a dinner page. And now I can go through and do a similar process with that. I can go back to insert. You'll see I can click home, and now my different tabs are home and dinner, and go between the sites. Now to publish, I simply hit publish, and then I'm going to just call this Food 101. And now this is the site that anyone would want to go to access. So they would have to type in this right here. This is for anyone at Union County, but if I want to extend it to the web, I just put that. You can request that this be put on search engines. That's your call on that. I don't see it being a necessary thing for anything we're going to be doing at the schools. But I can hit publish. And now we can see what that's going to look like. Now I have a live site that I can continuously update on here. It's got a interactive Word document that they can actually scroll through. And that is sites. There's some additional tricks you can add to and do this, but this is pretty much a basic one getting you going on just doing Google Sites.